seems to me that you and me, we'd make our own luck. New heights of manhood. I ain't gotta knock on wood. All that and wishing on a falling star never did me any good. I ain't got to knock on wood. It's you and me forever dancing in the dark. You and me were understood. I ain't got to knock on wood. Hello everyone, this is an edit tutorial for my wood edit. Let's go ahead and get it started. So I have a bunch of HD 4K Life of a Showgirl clips. If you want me to make a scene pack for you, put it in the comments and I will see if I can find any more and make you a scene pack with any era 4K. Yeah. So we're going to start by slowing down the clip to 0.5. But if you don't know how to do, I'll show you how to, this is for beginners, just, So if you click on the clip, scroll a little bit, speed, normal, put it from 1 to 0.5, and make it speed back up on the beat, like this. To me that you and me, we'd make our own luck, new heights of manhood. I ain't gotta knock on wood. Okay, I have not put the clips on onto beat right yet, but knock on wood. I'll put the clip duration in the description. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the clips on the beat. Okay, once you get to I ain't got to knock on wood, I'm gonna go to Pinterest or any app that you use to find pictures and stuff, and then you're gonna look up the era that you're doing. I'm doing the Life of a Showgirl, so I'm gonna put the Life of a Showgirl. Yeah, and then look for the pictures from that era and enter them on beat for knock on wood. So I'll be back once I have my pictures. Okay, once you have 3 pictures, you're gonna go over here to the little line, add the little plus here, click it, go to photos, insert your 3 pictures, make sure they fit the right ratio and that they aren't like that. So bam, bam, bam. I'm recording.
Do you want to have tortillas?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yes. I ain't got to knock on wood. Knock on wood. It's you and me forever. And then I have a bunch more clips, a bunch of more clips that I could be using, but I'm going to save those for other edits. And we're going to go ahead and knock on wood. Our graphs, which is really simple to do. I do it every edit, but make sure on your beginning clip is 0.5. You're going to go to adjust, saturation, -50. You and me, we'd make our own luck, new heights of manhood. I ain't gotta knock on wood. All that and wishing on a falling star never did me any good. I ain't got to knock on wood. Now add graphs. So the part after the black and white, you can extend or make this much smaller with your fingers by taking your index finger and your middle finger into a peace sign and then expanding your fingers, and it makes it much longer and easier to see and add graphs and such. So that's what we're gonna do. we're going to add one keyframe at the beginning, one keyframe at the end, and zoom in a little bit, about that much on the last keyframe. Click this little graph line. Go until you see photo. Like that. Is my microphone on? Yeah. And you're going to do that for the rest of the clips. So just like small zooms. And there's another alternative way you can do it, where if it zooms in, and you can make the second clip start with zooming in, and then end with zooming out, like that. Like I'll put like this. That's how it looks when it's just zooming in. All that and wishing. Can't really see, but like I'll put the part up on the screen. But I don't do it like that. I just do zooming in because I think it looks better. But I do small zoom ins so it looks more like my so like sweet brown sugar at it, and I'll put that up on the screen. So if you want the zooms to look like that, then you're gonna do small zoom ins like that, and it gives it that cool transition-y effect. But if you want some zooms like this, then you can do zoom in, zoom out. Now for the knock-on clips, you can either leave them without the graphs or add the graphs. I'm going to add them because I just think it gives it a neater look, and I just think it looks much better with graphs. That's just my preference. If you don't like it with the graphs, please do what your heart prefers. But I don't know. I love that outfit. Seems to me that you and me, we'd make our own luck. New heights of manhood. I ain't gotta knock on wood. Now that I'm wishing on a falling star never did me any good. I ain't got to knock on wood. Okay, then it's gonna repeat the clips. Something I want to do to give it just a little bit extra personality in the main part is, seems to me that you and me, we'd make our own luck. New heights. Which is like new heights in the sense. I ain't gotta knock on wood. This clip's gonna have saturation normal. So just so you guys know why the manhood like saturation part was so off was because when I'm screen recording, it makes the volume on my edit very, very quiet, and I can only, and since that clip was like muffled, I could barely hear it. So if it's like a little bit off, that's why. Now I'm going to, on the clip where it's like kind of the same video again, we're going to go to overlay and add a white flash. And we can add a text that says knock on wood here. So be right back. I'm gonna go get the Life of a Showgirl font. Okay, now we're gonna go to add my watermark. So I'm going to do made by font Vecta, and then I'm going to animate it and put typewriter. And there you go. Wishing on a falling star never did me any good. I ain't got to knock on wood. Now I'm going to export the video, but we're not done. We're going to click the back button here. To exit that out, click the back button. and click this plus button again. Add the video. Remove the intro. So split until it goes here. So take out 9.4 seconds. It's you and me forever dancing in the dark. You and me, we're understood. I ain't got to knock on wood. And then there's this button here. You're going to add a black screen at the end. And click this like line here that separates the clips, and click black fade just on that clip. Make it last for a couple seconds or a couple milliseconds, and you are done. You have made a Malin worthy edit. If you want to fix anything, make any adjustments, any preferences, please go ahead. Maybe add coloring. You can add anything to truly make it your own. So thank you guys so much for watching. I had such a fun time making this tutorial. I think this is my first tutorial video with my voice, so that's fun. Thank you for watching.